How familiar are you with the Canadian Football League?
I started watching a little bit last year. I watched their championship game. I watched some of Hamilton's games last year. When you don't have a lot of time doing ball or anything like that, and you're just watching the NFL and you're watching college football, and why not throw the CFL stuff on there if that's a possibility for where I was going to be? So, I watched last year. Getting up here, I feel like I've got some of the majority of the main rules down. And now the offense is just June Jones' system that he's run forever. And I think it's very, very interesting. I think it's a nice little offensive game plan we have here.
What is a bigger difference for you, the field being wider at 65 yards or the fact that there's going to be 12 players on defense?
I haven't got there yet. Right now, the thing you notice the most is the field being wider, because when your trips are to the field, some of those throws to that outside Z or X are, definitely you definitely have to get on the majority of your throws and really let it fly. That's one thing. There is no really lobbing the ball around here because there's so much space. You really step into it and let it rip. And, I think that fits my game style a little bit. And as far as the 12th, defender goes, it just looks different. It's not what I'm familiar to seeing as far as you come up and you look at your front from defense, look at where your backers are. Things are just a little bit off because there's that extra guy. But, at the end of the day, it's still ball. You're still throwing it into the windows. You're still throwing man routes. You're still throwing people open.
If I told you 5 years ago your future's in the Canadian Football League, what would you have said?
I would have said, there's probably no way that was going to happen. But when you make the decisions like I made in the past at my low points, and when I've continuously betrayed the public's trust, people around me who trusted in me and just betrayed that, it's hard getting back into the mix of things. And I sit back at 25 years old looking at the things I did when I was 21, as anybody might have, and I'm disappointed and upset with the decisions I made. But at the end of the day, I have a chance. I have life here to still continue my career and still do what I want to do on a football field. Now, is that path a little bit different than what I thought? Sure. But at the end of the day, I still have a fighting chance. I still am young. I can still go out and play, and I'm going to fight and work my way back to where I want to be. And I know it's a long road ahead, but at the end of the day, I have a road. There was a point there in the past where there was no road. It was just cutting through the woods. So, I feel better to have a path today and have a clear understanding of where I am, for how long I'm going to be here, and I'm back around with the guys.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.